Welcome everyone to my new educational material for Top 1 Futures. Today we're going to talk about the consistency rule fully explained along with a strategy on how you can adjust and manage to perform trading in your favor. Some great things that you definitely want to know about, as well a nice calculator that I'm going to share with you guys. So let's take it straightforward. 20% consistency is what you have to respect in order to be eligible for the payout. This is valid on all instant SIM funded accounts. Now, what does 20% consistency means? I'd like to share with you. Now, before, for those of you that would like to be part of our community on Discord, you got the link right there in the comments area. As well, for those of you that would like to enjoy a maximum discount available for Top 1 Futures, you can utilize the coupon code SCRAMBLE at the checkout. So let's talk about the consistency rule explain guide. What does it mean and how does it work? Well, it's quite simple and straightforward. Your highest profitable day is what matters, and the total profits you make. This is what matters. Your highest profitable day should not be worth more than 20% of the total profits you make. Right? So that highest day you made should not be worth more than 20% of the total profits you made before you request the payout or at a time of requesting the payout. And I'd like to share with you the example with that. If your highest trading day is at $2,000 profit, for example, how do I make that $2,000? How do I make my highest day worth a maximum of 20% of the total profits? Well, I have to make that $2,000 worth 20% or less, which means I have to earn at least $10,000 in the account. And this way, my 2,000, which is the highest day, is going to worth 20% of the total profits I made. This is the way the consistency is calculated, guys, not in any other form. Right? So you can make any amounts of money in a day. And then based on any amount of money you made in your highest day, you have to adjust your total profits to that. Right? So that highest day should not be worth more than 20% of what you made totally at a time you request. If you have $20,000 totally, then basically you can divide that. So the good part is how to arrange your financial targets. Consistency should be controlled by you guys from the beginning of your trading journey on each cycle. You have to control your consistency every single day. You clearly need to know how much money do you want to make today and stop with the profits there. Otherwise, you obligate yourself to a very high balance needed in order for that high day to worth 20% or less. For example, instead of making $2,000, you made in a day $4,000, then you just raised as a necessity for you to make $20,000 totally, because 4,000 would be 20% out of 20. So that is the way basically it's calculated in terms of should not cross that value. Now, you got to arrange yourself the targets. Like I said, how much do I totally want to earn? You clearly have to know these things and respond yourself, guys, to these questions. Like in terms of how much do you want to make? How much do you want to take out of the account? If you want to make in a trading cycle $7,000, $8,000, then it's pretty much simple to do the math. Let's put it this way. If you want to make $7,000, for example, for a 150K account, then you have to divide that 7,000, always the total profits you want to make, you have to divide them by 5. And you're going to get a value. That value should be the maximum profit you make in a day. You should not cross that, because if you respect that, and divide the number by 5, the total value by 5, that means clearly you're going to have 20% consistency if you respect this. Right? So 1,400 is the maximum you should do in a day. If you do that for 5 days in a row, you're going to have 7,000 and you're going to have 20% consistency. It will surely give you 20% if you do that. So that's why you have to control your profits in terms of where do you exit and how much money you make in order to control your consistency. If you want to make, for example, $8,000 because you want to cash out 5 and you want to remain with $3,000 in the account, for example, on the 150K, then you divide $8,000, which is a total profit you want to make, you divide it to 5. You get 1,600. This is how much you can make maximum in a day. If you cross 1,600, how do you know how much you have to make totally to have that value worth 20% or less? You just multiply. So instead of dividing, you multiply. If you made in a day, let's say $2,150, in order to know exactly how much money you have to earn for this value to be worth 20%, you have to multiply by 5 times 5. And this is the value I need. So if I bring the account to that value without crossing 2,150, the highest day, if I cross that again, I have to do the math and see exactly how much money do I have to do. So this is how it works. Now, let me share with you how do you hack the system and keep control. This is a spreadsheet, which is going to be available in my Discord, which is also going to be available, in my community right there. You will have the links in the comments area. So this spreadsheet will allow you to organize yourself with a 20% consistency. What you will see is a trading journey, and then the daily P&L and the days they're counting as trading with a total that you made. Here with the red color, we see basically the consistency automatically shared based on the values we are introducing. For example, if we make $1,000, and let me take those out, now consistency will be 100%. If we make another $1,000, we're going to have 50% consistency. And then 1,000 again, 1,000 again, and 1,000 for the 5th day in a row, we're going to have 20% consistency and we're fine. So for example, if you made in a day 1,600, you clearly want to have days very close to their highest day because this will help you basically. Now we've got 29% consistency. It's not good with this value. So, we have to trade $1,000 here. We can test it out, right? We can tweak and play the system. If we trade another 500 here, if we trade another 800 there, we're going to have 20%. If we're going to trade, for example, here 1,000, we're still going to have 20%. If we're going to trade 1,200, we're going to have 19%. So you don't really want to go your consistency to 10, 12, 13, 15 and force that. Not really necessarily. I mean, as soon as you have maximum 20 or below 20, you're fine. And this tool will pretty much allow you to organize yourself clearly based on the increased balance you have at the end of the day, based on how much your balance has grown in the last days and so on. You can continuously adjust your calculation and organize yourself. Like this is very nice. If you're day number 4 and you'll see your consistency, that you can play with the numbers in the upcoming days and see how it goes up and down and do your own math and how much money you have to do, guys. This is very, very nice. That's kind of all about. I do have a video on explaining the payout rules, trading rules, a complete review, many other videos on my channel, reviews as well. And we're having our usual daily live stream from Monday to Friday at 8 a.m. EST time that you can join us. Have a great time. We're trading live on my channel. That's all, guys. Like the video, subscribe. Any other question, let me know in the comments area. Thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you soon.